Yahweh Shalom. First and foremost, always want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Badash. Double honors, of course, to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and are the true elders of all Israel, whether you receive that or not. Where we receive this 144% truth, as well as honors to the elder bishops and Akim of Great Millstone, who and Lycan camps who push this 144% truth and present their bodies a living sacrifice to the hopeful elect that be scattered abroad the four winds, as well as the Shalom to you, hopeful 1/3. As just want to jump right into it. Very quick cut video. The Elder Maccabee, always reminds me of Matthew 24:20. And in Colorado, we're one of the many states that's experiencing this once-in-a-generation winter storm. This is from endtimeheadlines.org. It says, once-in-a-generation winter storm batters the U.S., leaving over 1.5 million people without power. This is one... This is a once-in-a-generation type of storm. It was forecasted to be, with wind chill anywhere between -40 and -60. At its worst, it was about -15 or -20 in parts of the Colorado Springs area. And so even some parts, it was even a little bit warmer, maybe -9, -10, just kind of depend on where you were and what time of day. But it got me thinking, about, even some of the scriptures that we not necessarily overlook, but that maybe aren't as heavy. You see what I'm saying? The reason I brought this out is because, on the news, they're telling us, that with, a -40 to 60 degree temperature, frostbite can happen within minutes, and it's just awesome to see the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Just to be honest with you, I'm just doing this quick cut video because, all the Most High has to do is, send, the tempest, so to speak, and society shuts down, man. Schools were closed, businesses were closed, some of the military bases out here were closed, some businesses did a delay. People, you can't even drive the same, man. You got to drive super slow, even on the highway, man, and be very careful that, and you got to have the right type of vehicle. You see what I'm saying? And this is why, pursuant to the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 20, it says, but pray ye that your flight be not in winter, nor on the Sabbath day, because, it makes it that much more treacherous, man. It's easy work for the Most High to kill you in the winter, man, like the news was saying, man, you get frostbite within less than 10 minutes. Just being outside for less than 10 minutes in this weather, let's say you're not wearing gloves, you will have frostbite in your hands, meaning you'll lose your hands. You see what I'm saying? In less than 10 minutes, man. And this is the power, that we have faith in, man. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, man. That's easy work, man. And this isn't even Alaska. This ain't the Arctic where it could get -100, But we ought be thankful, Point being is of why I'm doing this video is that we ought to be thankful because we're going to need the Heavenly Father in the day of Jacob's trouble, man, because we're not going to be able to escape it. It says, roughly paraphrasing, as if a man did free from a lion and a bear met him, only to escape home and put his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him, man. So there's no juking the judgment of the Lord, man. And it's easy work, man. There's nothing for the Most High to have 1 million people without power, and without power, you don't have heat, man. And he can easily kill these people, man, and as judgment, man, and it kind of goes along with the season as well. And this kind of taught me to appreciate the small things, like a sunny day, man. Me being in the Midwest, like, a good amount of brothers, or the Northeast, you realize how fragile you are as a human. When Most High said, Jacob, that we really are. All the Most High has to do is change the weather, and it changes how all of mankind operates, man. And Esau Edom is so blind and so lost in his pursuits and endeavors and wickedness that he thinks that he can stand with the Heavenly Father. But a couple of the military bases closed here in Colorado Springs, man. And you would think that you think your arms are long enough to box with the Most High? And he's really not even opened up on this place yet, man. He really hasn't even opened up on this place, man. So, I kind of thought it was funny that, Esau Edom has all these plans of world domination, so to speak. And yet, he closed, his bases here in town because of a so-called snowstorm. You see what I'm saying? But yet he wants to ascend to the heights of heaven and be like the Most High. It's a futile endeavor that he's pursuing, man. And I think that, I don't think, but I know that, it's going to come to naught, as the scriptures say, man. And I use this Matthew 24:20 to edify, man. We ought to hope that, when JT strikes, that it's not, in winter, man, because shit, we already don't have nothing, and Jake don't have no fucking, not in math, but Jake doesn't have Jeeps and fucking camping tents and fucking all these different little not survival shits, but camping equipment and shit like Esau has to take his kids and into the woods and shoot guns. Jake doesn't have that. If Jake does get a little bit of money, he ain't gonna buy a Jeep. He's gonna go buy a Benz or a fucking BMW. So hey, just understand, man. Hey, point being is, hey, we're all slight work for the Most High, man. It's nothing for the Heavenly Father to like that, take you out, man. And this is why it's important to, always be praying, as the Apostle Ricard says, because it's nothing for the Most High to take you out, of life, and more so this truth, man. We walk on a tightrope, man, and like the scriptures say, man, on one side is, burning fire, on the other side is a raging sea, man, and we walk a tightrope. And it's that tightrope that's so narrow that two men can't walk side by side. And why is that? Because Elder Apostle Dahar can't get you in the kingdom. Your camp leader can't get you in the kingdom. Your elder, your closest eye can't get you in the kingdom. You have to do those things which are pleasing to the Heavenly Father, and Lord will, you're of that number in order to receive salvation. You really got to be of that number. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, nobody can walk this tightrope for you, man. But just understand how easy it is for the Most High to put a stop to society, man, with one little storm, man, or one earthquake, man, or one volcano, man. Look at Pompeii, So with that, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Ratazai, this was a quick little edifying, quick cut video, for those out there, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Ha Rakak Kodash. Double honors, of course, to the apostles and others, a great millstone who taught us this truth. Honors to you, elder bishops and Akim as well. Present your bodies living sacrifices to bring out this 144% truth to the hopeful elect that be scattered abroad the four winds. And as well, a shalom, of course, to the hopeful 1/3, which consists of men, women, and children. Shalom.